Howdy Howdy. This is Blue Otter. Today we are playing Megaquarium in Piramillo, which will potentially be the last episode of our series. So we just got to get one that has the giant phantom, and we got to see how big we're talking about, because it's got to be inside this. How big is it going to be? It's 150 to 250. Wow. And okay, this is going to be the big one. I'm tempted to, yeah, if it's gonna be 250, yeah, he's gonna have to be a tank by himself. Which means I was hoping I was gonna get some more workers, but clearly I'm not. We're gonna have to pause this because I'm gonna have to do some readjusting, which is fine. It's fine. I totally expected that. We're gonna redo all of this, I think, so that way they can all go out at the same time. We're fine without that. Okay, we're going to put this right here. Yeah. There's our toolboxes. So let's just go ahead. We're gonna sell them. We're gonna sell them. So absolutely, we are paused because this is the final objective. We just need to get to this. Okay. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do is we're going to take this and we're going to move it like so. Okay, hold on. We don't need this wall. Okay. So I want it to be people come in. And you know what? We have all three of the birds right there. So what we're gonna do is this. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of these two birds. Yeah, we're gonna have to, which means we're gonna have to affect, which means it affects the, these birds, the birds as well. But that's okay. That just means that we just affected the, yeah. Our nice balance system is completely off kilter now. Okay. What do you... Okay, y'all are the ones that are eating... What do y'all eat? That and the supplements. Okay. So we're gonna keep... Yeah, okay. So all that was for them. Awesome. So what we can do is we're going to move... These have not been cleaned at all in a while. So we're going to... We're just gonna get 2 new ones. Easier than cleaning them. And then we're going to... do a little turnaround. I will have this right here with a broom right there. Can it fit there now? Yes, right there. Yeah, so everything got affected on that. Looks like we're back on that. Okay, we're back on target for that one. Yeah, no, you can't sell this object because it is needed for an objective. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the food back here. There's our supplement cabinet. And there. Now, we're going to move this right here. There we go. So we can put this right back. And let's see, we're going to move one food right there, one food item right there, and then we can put the trash can. We can put the trash can right there in between. That works for me. This can all be okay. Now, this needs to be... I have to do 5. Alright. I don't know why you couldn't grow up, because... Yeah, okay. 250. we go. And finished. That is a giant phantom. We're going to be reading the win classification here in a moment. So, very awesome. I know I'm going to be trimming this down because I had a lot of stuff that I'm just going to be throwing into a time lapse. So, let's go back and look. Victory for science. With the help of ARG, you have achieved the impossible. Your abyssal exhibits are the first of their kind, generating valuable insights into the deep ocean environment. With each new wondrous discovery, our conviction is strengthened. We must protect our oceans and the magnificence of life they contain. We salute you. You have completed the Deep Freeze campaign. We hope you enjoy it. Don't worry, the ARG will need your help again. They will be waiting for you in sandbox mode. And here we go. Alright, so we enter in. It looks like we have had a chance to start putting out some of our gift shop items. That's awesome. We're going to go to the abyssal section first to make sure that we don't lose anybody. So we have several fish here, and you go through this little corridor. And we have these guys. Oh, look at that. We have our family coaster. And we have, I believe that's the angel shark. I forget what that one is. And that's the starry shark. Come over here. Leafy sea dragon. Oh, those are amazing. Those are gorgeous. I've actually seen these at the Dallas World Aquarium, which is an awesome aquarium if you ever have the chance to go. Several of our ice fish. This is our least problematic tank, considering they will eat anything in sight. Here's two of our Arctic skates, but we will see more of them, and we've gone through tanks like this before. So, yay, look at that. Oh, but we have the abyssal section. We're gonna go back through and finish out cold water. Look at that. We've got a nice super chilled. We've got our column. I could have painted this to be super chilled, but this last episode took me a little over 2 hours to film, so I'm cutting it down. There's the scallops and the Antarctic sea fish. Oh, we have, this is where we'd pick up t-shirts. More cold fish. Oh, but those are huge. Okay. Yeah, that's the fish that is just always annoying me. Alright, and then we come in, and I would picture like this would be like plushies of other things. Then we have balloons. I'm going to be forgiving of the stuff because I would realistically like to hire a few more. Here we have our barrel eye, Antarctic feather, sea feather, and our 3 Dumbo. They love to explore. Anytime that I have a fish that likes to have explore, I love having that little... What are you doing with the clipboard? I love having that little compass in there. So here across the way, we have our anglerfish and our vipers with our zigzag coral. Makes a great combination for our vertical abyssal. Here is the peacock squid, in addition to our 10th bubblegum coral, and these are the Antarctic feather, or no, these are the sea whips. If you remember, the bubblegum coral gave us quite an issue because they kept disappearing. We're gonna jump over that, and we have our sea pigs. The chimera, and then the sea roly-polies that I forget what their actual name is, but they look like roly-polies. Here is the big one, the big phantom that we unlocked at the end. This was our final creature to unlock. Fantastic. Beautiful. I think this one was my favorite of the Abyssal, is the goblin sharks. Look at those. Okay. And then you can come over here and grab your shark hats. All of the bathrooms are clean because I deleted all of them and moved them over. We're gonna come over this way. And we have the penguins. There is both Adelies, which you can see are the smaller penguins, and the emperor penguins, which have the bit of the gold around their face. So here is, yeah. So we've got several big ones. So these are not adults and babies. These are two different species that are sharing. And I believe this is the same size aquarium as... Did he just go through that? Yeah, I would love it if to actually see them use the enrichment items that I gave them. Look at all of them swimming. That's amazing. Then here is our big animals that we have. We come over here, and this would be filled with penguin plushies, which are probably sold out. And again, I'm not going to fault my workers because they are overstaffed. I wish I had probably about 10 more, but that's okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's really part of, look at how big he is. It's really just part of the fact that you really need to maximize. There's the little baby. So it looks like you only do get one baby at a time. So there's all 3 of them. And then again, we'd have t-shirts. This is like Dante's post. He is an OG. Oh, speaking of which, there we go. There's Dante right there, giving a talk about the polar bears. That is amazing. And he's got his little notes. So he's smart. He's good. He started very first aquarium. You know, he was just a little startup aquarist pushing a broom, and now he is like a head talker, lead talker. Then we have our walruses as they leave. We got 3 of these. These came from another aquarium that needed a little bit of help because they for whatever reason they could not care for them, and that's okay. We're gonna call that back one Clippy. Actually, we're gonna call all of them Clippy because they're all clipping through. All right, we do have some shirts over there. Here's our crab eater seal. Looks like we have just 2 of these guys. So very cool. One of them is up there, and are you gonna... So it's nice to have like the difference between like this and Planet Zoo is that Planet Zoo goes for hyper realism, whereas this you have a little bit lower graphic quality, but it has its own style. And then we have the sea otters. There we go. Sea otters up and down, and they're swimming, and they are just having a blast. Sweet. Okay. Continuing on. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna continue this way. So we have, I believe these are the leopard clams. I was trying out something where trying to hide some of the back. I didn't always hide the back in all of them. And I have some restrooms because some people were over here and needed the restroom. Now these guys were being persnickety, and I couldn't find another place for them in the aquariums, so they just had this little spot here, and I tried to give them plants, and they were like, no, we want rocks. And it's like, fine, you get rocks. You just get plain, boring rocks. Here we have the spotted eagle rays, a lemon shark, and a manta ray. And we have one who is, slip in here. He is frozen. He's stuck. Oh, there, he's moving. Okay, he's good. We're good. All right. So, big rays. They are huge. Look at how big. Still not quite as big as the mola mola. But part of this was the reason why I wanted to have these with some other fish. But I believe it was the lemon shark. It was even a matter that these guys had to grow up and then put the lemon shark in. Because if the rays died or something happened to them, I would have to grow them in a separate tank and then introduce them in when they got big enough. So here is a little guy that just wants to be by himself. And then we have the blue ring octopus, I believe, is in here. This one is a tropical water. There he is. Fast little bugger. There he is. Yeah, and this is like how much space he wants. So that much for that little guy. And then we have, we're gonna go look at our nautilus. Awesome. And then we have our giant Pacific octopus that is clipping through the rock, but that's okay. And I've been doing this thing where I kind of like having the ability for the keepers to see the animal from the back, so they don't have to necessarily come out and interfere with the guests. So these two are actually cold water animals. So they are kind of here by themselves. They do have their own separate cold. And then this one is actually a tropical. He is fast. And he's active. Yeah, by the way, point to note, or note, if you see one of these things in the wild, don't touch it. Leave them alone. I mean, especially when it's like you look at him and it's like, oh, it's got these blue rings. He's so pretty. Yeah, that means he's mad and like he has enough venom or poison or whatever it is that can basically paralyze you and keep you from breathing. And so the only way to survive is to be rushed to the hospital and be put on a ventilator until your body can finish absorbing it. So if you wish to suffocate, then by all means, but I would not. Here's our black tip reef sharks. Now we did have some bonnet head sharks, but two of them passed, and so I was kind of put in the position where I basically reached out to another aquarium. This is my story in the game. Reached out to another aquarium and say, hey, this guy really needs to be with others. There's our little shark cats. This guy really needs to be with some others, and I lost two of them, you know, through absolutely no fault of my own. But you know, can someone take them so that they can have a better shot? So this was originally these guys were originally in a lagoon tank, and I thought they would be better off where, you know, you're kind of walking through and getting to walk through their school and see them up close. So we have several different fish. Most of them are either they're one-offs or they're small schools. I believe that's the Arabian butterfly fish. Most of this is like butterfly fish and corals, coral grouper. Over here, we have one of the rays, and they're just content to lay there. Okay, and then here we have some coral, and I believe I might have slip in here real quick. Yep, there is the hermit crabs. I do like having hermit crabs mixed in with these. Because the hermit crabs, I would have the hermit crabs on their own, but considering they're scavengers in this game, they have to be with another species, because they don't eat on their own. These guys had several of these not make it, but I just needed so many of them too. And it appears that I moved a bunch of stuff out here, and I never moved it or rearranged it when I did all of the remodels. And this guy did not want to be with anyone else. I could not find another group, so he ended up, he or she, whatever, ended up staying by himself. So that is, yeah, I meant to, so I needed to move some of those balloons and some of the chairs. That's okay. But we are going to... Oh, and then we have the birds. I completely forgot about the birds. We have a family poster here. Forget the fact that we're just going to pretend that they're birds and not fish. So we have the snow pestrels, the long-tailed ducks, and the Atlantic puffins. So as much as I want to, we're gonna go look at the sea otters. We are going to, one of the things that we have is this DLC was all about these polar creatures that you see, as well as, come slip back in here, with the ARG's help, we were able to rescue and bring to the surface all of these abyssal creatures in tanks. Now, could we have abyssal creatures here in an aquarium in real life? Probably not, because it would just require so much pressure, so much technology. So this is really more about showing off some of these beautiful creatures that we really only get to see in pictures. And we're gonna go back and look at those goblins. And we really just get to see them and experience them because this is a game. And so in my head canon, you know, this is the aquarium that is part in my Planet Zoo. I love those guys too. I like all of them. It's hard to pick just one. So with that, we are going to say goodbye to Megaquarium. I am going to take a break. It has been a long, long haul with this game. And we are going to take a break. If Megaquarium publishes another DLC, we will be back. And I do have plans after a little bit of a break, probably won't be till next year. We will do a sandbox mode. And with that, we're going to say goodbye. So, thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.